Never bet against the Golden State Warriors. That's a lesson I've learned over the past couple games for the Golden State Warriors. Honestly, it's something I should have been learned. Obviously, the Warriors' track record is incredible. The Warriors multi-time champions over the past couple of seasons, and for whatever reason, I'm over here doubting them. They haven't had Steph, they haven't had Wiggins, Draymond's missed a couple games. I just haven't been very high on this team, and this team has definitely shut me up and have proved me wrong since All-Star break. In the absence of their franchise player, their cornerstone of the entire organization, Stephen Curry, in his absence, the Golden State Warriors have gone 4-1 since the All-Star break and are currently on a 4-game winning streak after the win versus the Los Angeles Clippers, with Kawhi, PG-13, and Westbrook all playing, and holding them just to 91 points as a team. The other 3 wins prior to this one for the Warriors, Golden State has held their opponents to like just about 100 points, and that's very impressive, especially when you're missing one of your best perimeter defenders with Andrew Wiggins. And in their 4-1 stretch post All-Star break, Golden State has now landed themselves into the 5th seed in the West. The insanely close West, they landed themselves in the 5th seed after they were just the 9th seed, and now they're just a game and a half behind the stacked Phoenix Suns team. Going into some team statistics for the Warriors are the 6th best defensive rated team in the entire league since the All-Star break. Offensively, since the All-Star break, they're kind of middle of the pack, you know, not too incredible, not too bad either. For the whole year, they've been really good. They're 2nd in the league in points per game in the whole season, but I'm talking about since All-Star break, they've been pretty much middle of the pack. And going forward for the Golden State Warriors, they do have the 9th hardest schedule going forward, but when you're a good team like the Warriors, you're not too worried about this. This isn't something that you look at and you're incredibly scared of. If you're a Warriors fan, 9th hardest schedule in the league, especially when you have Steph Curry coming back soon. That's not really anything you need to worry about too much. But one thing that is kind of worrisome about this Warriors team is how bad they have been on the road this year. And when you look at their home and away splits coming up for the rest of the season, they have 11 away games and 8 home games for the rest of the year. Now that isn't a huge amount of away games more than home games, but when you look at their record, it is an insane difference. It's like night and day how they play at home and how they play on the road. They are 26-7 at home this season, very impressive. You know, the Warriors always have defended home court throughout their dynasty. And on the road, this is where it gets worrisome. They are 7-23. They are almost that home record backwards on the road. And when you do look at their schedule, they do have the 9th hardest schedule in the league. I said that isn't much to worry about, but it does count for something at least. And when you look at their home and away splits coming up, they do have more away games. That is pretty worrisome when you look at that record between home games and away games. Now, I just listed some pretty negative things coming up for the Warriors about their record and schedule and home and away splits and everything. But realistically, this whole video is about doubting the Warriors and why you shouldn't do that. This is going to be one of the times where I'm just going to sit back and watch it unfold. I'm not going to doubt them. I'm not going to say they're going to go undefeated or something. But the Warriors have done too much in the past. They've shut me up too often to the point where I'm just going to sit here and just be like, you know, this Warriors team, too experienced. You know, they're just too great of a team where I'm not going to sit up here and try and downplay what they can do on the court. And they jumped so high from 5th seed to 9th seed as I'm recording this video. And they're getting Steph Curry back just next week, earliest Sunday against the Lakers. And this Steph Curry obviously going to make this team even better than they already are right now. They can jump up even higher in the standings. They can possibly get home court advantage for the playoffs. You know the Warriors want that, especially looking at home and away splits. This Warriors team is going to get even better coming up. And they missed Steph. They've missed Wiggins with some personal stuff. I hope everything's going well with him and his family and everything. You know, hope he gets back soon. You know, hopefully everyone's well in his family, everyone's healthy and everything. Hopefully he comes back. But once they get Wiggins back, once they get Steph back, Draymond's even missed a couple games like I mentioned earlier. Once they get him fully healthy, I think he is now. But once they get that big 3 or even big 4, including Klay Thompson, this team is going to be crazy. And the man filling in for Steph, obviously Jordan Poole. This man Jordan Poole has been incredible, averaging 22 points per game, 5 assists, 3 rebounds since All-Star break. His efficiency hasn't been incredible, but you know, Jordan Poole's efficiency hasn't ever really been one of his standout qualities as a player. He's always been kind of a volume shooter. He'll let it fly whenever he wants. He's not going to let a bad shooting night hold him back from letting it fly. But for the past 2 games for Jordan Poole, he has been really good, even efficiency-wise, averaging 31 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a way better efficiency, like I said. And in tonight's game versus the Clippers, this man was electric for the Warriors, especially in that third quarter, putting up 22 points and 4 threes made on really good efficiency. In what was a close game during halftime versus the Clippers, the Warriors and Jordan Poole especially went on a huge run, extending this lead tremendously going into the fourth quarter. Obviously, a large part of that due to Jordan Poole's incredible third. Now, if you thought I forgot about Klay Thompson, you gotta be crazy, because Klay Thompson, the second splash bro, this man has been phenomenal for the Golden State Warriors in the absence of Stephen Curry, and really been good all year, to be honest. Klay averaging post All-Star break 27 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, and almost has 50, 50, 100 shooting splits during this stretch. 50% from the field, 50% from the three-point line, and hasn't missed a free throw. He also dropped a 42-piece during this, post All-Star break stretch, knocking down only 3s the whole game, hitting 12 of them on 70% efficiency. Just incredible play by Klay Thompson. Klay has been incredible and has really looked like the closest thing to the original Klay Thompson that we all know and love back in, his heyday and everything for the Warriors. And we haven't really seen this type of consistency from him in years, and you just love to see that, especially when you look at all of his injuries he went through. Some other players I really like for the Golden State Warriors, especially since All-Star break. Jonathan Kuminga, always been pretty much a fan of Jonathan Kuminga. Pretty good defender, very athletic wing for the Warriors, and also pretty efficient, especially when you bring in the fact that a lot of his buckets are at the rim. Another player I like for the Golden State Warriors has been playing pretty good for the Warriors ever since this post-All-Star game stretch, and really always been a pretty good player in the league in general. Donte DiVincenzo, just doing everything pretty well. 3-point shot, pretty efficient as well, can score the ball. The Warriors, always can need a guy like Donte DiVincenzo on their team. Kevon Looney, a fan favorite, of course, always been pretty good, and is almost averaging a 10 and 12 double-double on great efficiency since this All-Star game, post-All-Star game stretch for the Warriors. Draymond also doing Draymond Green things defensively, of course, showing why he's one of the best defenders in the entire league. Missed a couple games, like I said before, but always Draymond. You know what you're going to get from Draymond when he's on the court. This Golden State Warriors team is just on an incredible roll since this All-Star break, getting Steph Curry soon, hopefully getting Andrew Wiggins soon. This team is definitely going to be hoping to, defend that title, defend that championship, and go into this playoffs fully healthy and ready to make some upsets happen. On to some other NBA news, not too much really going on, but Durant debuted with the Phoenix Suns just a couple nights ago. If you haven't seen my short on it, I'll try and link it down in the description below to hear my thoughts and everything. The New York Knicks have looked phenomenal. I might make my own video on them coming up soon. They have gone, I think, undefeated 7-0 since getting Josh Hart in the trade deadline. They have been incredible. Definitely a team must watch TV. Dallas Mavericks have dropped to the 7th seed and now are in the playing game even after tonight's win versus the Philadelphia 76ers. That team has really dropped off. Defensively, they've been horrible. Offensively, it's a whole lot of threes, and if those aren't not going down, they're not really doing much offensively, especially when Luka Doncic is off the floor or Kyrie Irving is off the floor. The Bucks are also now the 1st seed in the Eastern Conference, passing the Boston Celtics after this insane winning streak, having not lost a game since January and went completely undefeated in February. The Bucks have just looked unstoppable. So that's just my quick video on the Warriors and how great they've been, and some NBA news going around the league. If you liked the video, hit the like button down below, subscribe button, notification bell, so you can be notified as soon as I upload. If you agree with what I'm saying, or you're on the fence, or you disagree, put it down in the comments below. Let's have a conversation. Be respectful, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.